What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and as y'all can tell from the title of today's video, I'm going to be talking about 10 more things I want added into the game. This is a video I've done a few times before and has been quite popular, so I hope you enjoy. If you do, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and with that said, let's get right into the video. I have a new melee weapon, the hunting knife. The hunting knife seems like a staple for any zombie apocalypse type game. But not this one. There is machetes and swords and shovels, but not a knife. I think the way this weapon would work is it would do something between 30-35 damage and wouldn't have the greatest range, and it would be a weapon more so for people just starting the game, a more common weapon, a little bit more common than the machete, but I mainly want to see it added for the cool concept it has. I think it would be fun to just go around stabbing zombies with a hunting knife. Now, another thing I think would be cool to be incorporated at your main base that's already at the settlement would be electricity. Electricity at the settlement is already a cool concept as it is. I think if you just copy and pasted it at your main base to where you can use some workbenches there and furniture there that takes electricity, I think that would be really cool to see added. The mechanic is already in the game, just copy it and move it over to the base. I think that'd be a really cool change that shouldn't be too hard. I want a new boss for the Crater. Something that's a little bit harder than the Devourer, but easier than the Miner, a little bit mid-ground between the two. I think that this would be something to get players back into the Crater, as well as something to make it possible and easier to get weapons. Maybe killing this boss would give you Counterfoil. There's endless possibilities for this, and I think it'd be really cool to see a new boss added. Up next is something I think a lot of y'all would like, and that's a new Raiders task to complete deliveries at the port. The port's a location I haven't touched since I've gotten bike skin from it, but I still think that the deliveries are a very cool concept, and if you could take that concept and turn it into a Raiders task, I think that would be really good to add more variety to the Raiders tasks that are already in the game. On top of all that, give the player a reason to keep going to the port to do deliveries. Now, coming in at number 6, I have another mode of transportation, more specifically the horse. This has been something that's been teased for a very long time, and at this point just add it already, or say you're not going to. I think this would be a cool way of transportation for before you get the bike. Maybe there's a new zone introduced where you find a wild horse and you can tame it, and you have to build something at your base that's a horse stable. But I think this would be a cool alternative to the bike. Now, something that I think I probably want added most out of everything on this list is a weapon combination bench. The best thing I can compare this to would be the system they have in Minecraft, where you take two weapons and you can combine them together, combine the durability of them together to get one weapon. This will help for raids when you get a bunch of Glocks that are, say, in the red zone. You could take those and take them to your base and make them one high durability weapon. This wouldn't be a game breaking bench, it would just help the quality of life of the game, and I think it'd be something cool to see added. Another thing I want added is a new event. After recording the video where I ranked all the events in LDOE, there is only 8. I couldn't even do a top 10. There was only 8 events. There definitely needs to be a new one added. What I want to be added is something like a survivor camp. I think that'd be cool to go in, and you can do some chores per se for the survivors that are there to get different types of rewards, and I think that this would be a cool event to add more variety. And next on the list of things I want added, we have another expedition zone. Now, expeditions is something I didn't enjoy when they first came out, but over time it really has grown on me. My only complaint about it is there's not enough variety. I think adding a 4th of these zones would greatly improve the game. This could also be a way for Kafir to incorporate new rewards for future updates, and I think it would help out the game a lot. Up next, I want to see another way to earn Counterfoil in the Crater. Now, this is something that's been holding a lot of people back in the Crater and turned people off of playing it. Counterfoil is just way too hard to get, with people not buying stuff as much as they used to and stuff being so expensive and the ridiculous amount of Counterfoil needed. There needs to be another way to earn Counterfoil in the game. I don't care what it is, if there's a specific place you need to go to and tasks you need to do to get it. I just want there to be another way. First thing I want to see added is the return of the lucky chips. So if you're newer to the game, Nowhere being within the last few years, you probably don't remember this, but back in Season 1, you would get a chip for spinning the Lucky Spinner at the gas station. Basically, the way it would work is every time you'd spin it and hit a jackpot, you'd get one lucky chip, and if you did it enough and saved up 100 lucky chips, you could get a bike skin. Since then, this has been a removed mechanic from the game, but I always thought it was something cool, because it's a way for no matter what, you always have something, a bigger goal you're working towards with the lucky chips, and I think it'd be cool to see it make a return. And that is the list. I hope you guys enjoyed. These videos tend to do well on my channel, so if you're watching this for the first time and you enjoyed, maybe consider subscribing if you like what you see. I'm trying to become more consistent with these videos. And then another thing you can do if you want is join the Discord. The link will be in the description. There's a bunch of different events held there. I'm trying to build a community there, so if you ever have any questions about the game, you're more than welcome to ask them. They'll most definitely get answered, and you can also recommend video ideas there. And that's also where I do giveaways. With that said, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.